Howdy from No Dowdy. Let's take a look and see what kind of damage the rain did. It really didn't rain that bad. It started coming down a lot heavier at nighttime. Oh, careful, Mia. For most of the day, it was just sprinkles. But I'm excited to see puddles. Where are the puddles? Winnie's in her jacket. Mia doesn't understand what Winnie's got going on. Guys are silly. I think we have our first semi-puddle. Sheds are that far away. Looks much farther in the camera. I'm real bad with distance, so I would imagine this to be like 50-yard line on a football field to end zone, but could be 40. I don't know. Do you guys ever get into like ponder mode and just zone out thinking about something, and then something brings you back to reality and you're like, oh yeah, what was I doing? So that's me right now. I was just standing here thinking about how the water is flowing and where it's puddling and why it just now took me today to be able to see it and understand what I'm supposed to be doing and where I should be digging and putting up the barrier. What yanked me back into reality is my dog running off with Mia right now. So back to ponder mode. I see the dogs. They're making me trek through this mud. But I kind of want to see what the other side of my property looks like. So I'm going to blame them, even though they're doing me a favor. I've lost the dogs again, but we're going to go on an adventure. This is the second berm. First one is here. Dip. Second. So now that I know how he moves the sheds and what he can get through. Oh my goodness, what is that? A hawk? Where'd you go? I want to see about moving the sheds in the middle back of the property, if that's a possibility. Can I just tell you that half the time I'm talking to you, I'm really just talking to myself out loud, and it helps. Thank you. Just caught a glimpse of the dogs over here, entirely too far away. It's so hard to be mad at those dogs. They're so cute. All I see is a little black and white fluffy thing bouncing around. That's how I know where she's at. When he camouflages in, I can't tell where she's at. But little Mama Mia, oh, I love them. Oh, and I got a story for you. So yesterday when it was raining, Winnie and I stayed in the shed most of the day. And, but there are times where she has to go out to go potty. Well, since we were in the shed, that means Juniper and Mia were just running all around doing whatever they wanted. So it's time for Winnie to go outside, and I'm looking for Juniper, and I can't find her, so she must be roaming somewhere. So now I gotta make the decision. Do I bring Winnie out to go to the bathroom and risk them running into each other? And if they do run into each other, I need to make sure I'm ready. The other night I did watch a canine handler video on how to stop a dog fight in like 5 seconds or less, 3 different techniques. So I got the items they suggested ready, and I go outside with Winnie. She goes to the bathroom, we're headed back in, and all of a sudden Juniper shows up. Winnie's hackles immediately go up. I use my wooden dowel to tell Mia, Juniper, hey, back and stay, which she listens. And then I tell Winnie, let's go to the shed. And so she was able to go into the shed without a problem. No fights occurred. No issues. But man, you want to talk about a heart racing moment. And for those of you interested in the canine techniques that they taught, they were 3 different type of choke techniques, which is what I've always thought was the proper way, is to kind of choke a dog out. But they gave the proper techniques of how they do it as a canine handler for those moments where they are hurting each other. So Would I use those techniques on a typical normal dog fight? No, my daughter's dogs get into little tiffs all the time that I have to break up. But it was never like what Juniper and Winnie got into. I've never personally witnessed something firsthand, especially with my own animal, a fight of that magnitude. But I did take the time to research proper methods, study them, learn them, and I feel a lot more confident if something was to happen, I would be able to break it up a lot easier without harming myself or any of the other animals. But I pray to baby Jesus, please don't put me in the situation where I have to break that fight up. I really don't. I don't want it. I don't want it. Can we just admire how good of a dog Winnie is when Mia's not around? She doesn't wander. Just hangs out with her mom like she should. I had to drive up to Likely and replace some propane tanks. So Mia chased me and I don't know where she's at. But I know she'll be back. She doesn't stress me out like Winnie. Well, after all that and walking the other side of the two berms, I don't think I want to live on this side. I kind of think I like the other side of the berm. I'm not sure why. I don't have any commonsensical reason why. Can you guys see the steam coming off of the plants? It's kind of cool. Hey, you little brats! Where were you? Did you go to the water? You went to the water! Mamma mia! You guys just did all that running. You still got the zooms? Aw, kisses. Oh, and my daughter used to be a dog trainer. Hi, if you're watching, I love you and I miss you. Come visit me. And so she's always teaching me about dog behavior. And she'll be happy to know. You can see that Mia is officially chasing Winnie. And it's not just Winnie chasing Mia all the time now. However, currently Winnie is not in the mood to be chased, as you can tell from her body behavior just now in that video. But those are the moments where I let the dogs correct themselves. If Winnie wants to correct Mia and tell her to, hey, back off, then she can do so. I don't need to butt in. And let me tell you, if you're ever around and Mia's running, she will run smack dab into your legs and take you out, ma'am. Okay. Coming up today, I will do a video of short-term and long-term goals of what I want to get done. So stay tuned. Let's check out the dog kennel progress. So you can see I put my thrift store sign up to block some wind since the wind always comes from this way. I got the roof on. And if we go inside, you can see I am digging in order to bury the poles, to use the mud as sandbags. And look, Mama Mia already loves her little doggy house. Oh. And then I've had this in my yard forever, but it's just like a plain plastic thing that wasn't even big enough, so I cut a bigger hole so the dogs can go in, and I will fill the inside with some straw, and I'm gonna put mud around the outside to try and help insulate. Seriously, the best part of the day is when Mia comes back. Hi. You got owie? You got ow. Oh, honey. You got owie? Let me see your paw. I saw what you were doing. Let me see. Okay, you can get me muddy. It's okay. I love you that much. Is your paw okay? I want to see your paw. Look at her. Something's wrong. Mia, baby. What's wrong? There she goes again. Something's wrong with that left paw. Too much mud? What's the matter? But as always, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Even Mia thinks so. Toodles!